Hello everybody! How are you doing? How's your day slash night slash whatever going? I never know what to say because time zones. Time zones. Time zones. You know? You know what I mean? Time zones are a thing. My day's going alright. I wanted to work on some audios, but life's not letting me do that. Between baby Evie and my tummy, like no, you're not getting anything done today. Not unless a miracle happens. It's only like 10:30 for me, or almost 10:30. The day is not over by any means. I usually by about like 1-ish in the afternoon, if I haven't got anything done audio related, I kind of just set it aside and give up on it for the rest of the day. I'm doing alright otherwise, doing alright. I was in the hospital Monday evening because I was just in like excruciating pain in my lower back and my lower abdomen. And I had no idea what it was. At first I thought it was just like, PMS cramps. But it was just like insane. I'm like, this is too painful to be PMS cramps. So I decided to go to the hospital because the pain lasted for more than 24 hours. And Tylenol and Advil only took like the edge off. So I'm like, this might be a problem. And then I waited at the ER for so many hours. So many hours. I was in the waiting room for like at least like a good 4 hours. I was in the waiting room, I think, if I recall correctly, before they finally took me back into a room. And they did like a whole bunch of tests. And they're like, yeah, you have a UTI infection, and the reason why it hurts so bad is it's in your kidney. You have really bad luck, it looks like. So here, take this antibiotic for a week, and if it doesn't get better, go see your GP to get some other medicine. Best of luck to you. Baby Evie's doing really well, for the most part. She's been kind of fussy lately, but that's kind of par for the course with babies. Little Fox is mostly alright. Feel kind of bad for her because her birthday was not too long ago, and her party had to get pushed back because my pops had an emergency and had to go to the hospital himself, and he wound up needing surgery for his problem. So he was in the hospital for like a week. And we didn't want to have Little Fox's birthday party without her pop-pop. So we're trying to figure out a good time to have a little celebration for her now that he's out of the hospital. Right now, Little Fox has like the cutest laugh, but baby Evie doesn't really laugh yet, so I'm curious to see what her laugh sounds like. As much as I love my eldest child, her laugh is it's a little annoying because she laughs very loud, very, very loud. managed to get little Fox some treats, and she got to eat her favorite food, which is fruit. And she got some gifts from me and from my family that I gave her, and she's been playing with. But it's not the same as having like a nice little celebration. So far this year has just been rotten luck for my kids and their birthdays. Like first, my eldest kid back in February, we did all this prep work for her to have a really, really nice, awesome birthday party. And no one RSVP'd. We finally got one saying that they might be able to come, but it was like the day before the party. And at that point, I had already told the place that like no one was showing up and we couldn't go back on it because they already like, you know, refunded me and everything. So I was like, well, crap. And even then, it was like a big party place, and you don't really want to have a big party place. You're only gonna have like 3 kids, you know? So my poor eldest didn't really have a birthday party like she wanted this year. Instead, we just celebrated at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Still got her a really nice cake though, that I wound up eating most of because she had a few slices over the course of the weekend, and then we kept it in the fridge, and she just didn't want it anymore. And I didn't want it to go bad because, you know, that was a good cake. We spent good money on it, so I just kept eating it. Hey friends, I'm doing alright, Camera, are you okay? My camera's being kind of weird, I'm sorry. I don't know if I need a better camera, because this is supposedly a very HD camera. Like, it wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't like cheap either. So I don't know if I need a better camera or what. Because I'm not using my phone for tracking right now, because my phone needs to charge. And the stand I use is supposed to charge my phone while it's on there, but it barely does it. Like, I use my webcam. It's not as good as my phone. I had a really weird dream last night. Like a dream I haven't had since I was in like high school or college. See, when I was younger, I was really obsessed with Avatar: The Last Airbender. And this was back like when the show was new and like it just come out, it just aired, so everything was all fresh. And I was really into it, like so into it that like I drew art for it, I wrote fanfic for it. I was down bad for that show. So I used to have dreams about it. And then as I kind of faded out of that, it stopped, obviously. And then last night I had another dream about Avatar. I'm like, why am I dreaming about Airbender? What the fuck? I'm a little bit bitter that there is so much dang merch for Last Airbender now that it's like considered old school, retro, vintage, whatever, nostalgia. That you can get like all kinds of cool t-shirts and pins and plushies and cups and all that stuff. You know what merch was out when the show was new? They did like a couple rounds of toys for the first and second season and then gave up. Because Nickelodeon genuinely did not know how to market the show at the time. So there was very little merch. Husband's doing alright. He's conked out right now. Drives me crazy. The random times he sleeps. The toys sold alright. The thing is, though, there was a demand for them, from fans, for them to make toys of the girl characters. But Nickelodeon was like, no, we're marketing the show to boys. Boys won't buy figures of the girls. So they realized that the majority of the male fans also love the female characters. Especially Toph. I bought a lot of the figures that came out with the Season 2 launch of the toy line. So, with that line, they came out with a figure of Jet. And I was like, hell yeah. I do hope those figures are somewhere in storage, because if I recall correctly, I did not take them out of the boxes. Not that I want to sell them, no. Ah, I got a gift? Oh dang, I got a gift. Oh, it looks like it's something for the kids. Oh, yay. Ah, my kids are gonna get a nice little toy, looks like. That's good. Thank you, Ragna, if you're watching. I appreciate you very much. You've been so good to me. I don't know, maybe if I find my Avatar figures, I might sell some of them, because they're like 20 years old at this point, almost, so they're probably worth something. But not my Jet figure, absolutely not. Because for one, I could never replace it without spending a lot of money probably. Number two, Jet's my boyfriend. I'm not selling my boyfriend. With the new merch that's come out the last couple of years, they had some new figures, and they had the Zuko from Season 3, and I had to buy it. Because Zuko is not my boyfriend, but he's me. I identify very much with Zuko, so I had to have it. And it's still in the box, and it's sitting in my closet at the moment, because I have nowhere to display it at the moment, but I cherish it. Because I was hoping for awesome figures to come out when Season 3 came out, like, way back in the day. But they did not really do a merch line for that season. And I was like, aww. I want emo hair Zuko stuff. I've seen Terrifier. I don't think I've seen that. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what a lot of things are. You're sick right now? I'm sorry. If it helps any, I'm technically sick myself too, so. Got this stupid kidney infection I'm taking antibiotics for, and messing with my tummy, which has been contributing to me not being able to work on audios today, because when it was nice and quiet and everybody was asleep and it was all good, my tummy decided it was going to feel like it got stabbed and make me puke. And I'm like, I can't record if I feel like I'm going to puke. That's not a good thing to do. Because the microphone I use for ASMR is very expensive. I do not want to throw up on it. That'd be bad. Bro. Ah! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Kids' toys. Yay. Oh, it's also nice. But dude, like, the Windows 7 is so dang old. I think I have a computer somewhere in storage that still runs Windows 7. I'm not surprised that Windows and things don't support it anymore, because they really want people to get 11. So I won't be shocked if within the next couple of years they start trying to phase out Windows 10, piss a lot of people off, because from what I heard about 11, 11 is kind of buggy and stupid. But I haven't shifted over to it yet. Oh, dude, fun fact about my background music for these streams, my Orky streams. The music for my screens, the starting screen, BRB ending screen, and the background music just in general, I got them all custom made. So I don't have to worry about copyright one wee little bit. Because if someone does try to claim copyright on it, I can prove that they're my tracks. I can go, screw you, copyright thief. Oh geez, oh thank you Ragna! Ooh, it looks like a sexy thing. It looks like a very sexy thing. Oh god, I hope it fits. One problem with the sexy things that are on my wish list is well, I've learned the hard way, they're not always super accurate with the size listings. I pray it fits. I've got very, very large bazoomas. And it gets in the way of cute clothes. Because cute clothes don't always take into account that some ladies have naturally big bazoomas. Good morning, young man. And I gotta say, commissioning the music was worth the investment. It really is, because again, I don't worry about copyright. And also, it wasn't, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't terribly expensive to get done. The music person I commissioned gave me a very good deal on all the tracks. Very nice guy. Oh, everybody can have cuddles. Cuddles, 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 cuddles. I'm not too big on Season 1 Zuka with the top knot. Draws a little too much attention to the scar, and it's a little bit of an intimidating design. My favorite is like getting towards the end of Season 2, how he looked there, and then towards the end of Season 3. Because kind of going into the middle of Season 3, his hair got too long in emo, and it's not flattering. Good morning, Lord Boneman. Doing alright, how are you doing? How's your everything going? I need to shift this camera because I keep moving my head weird. It's not quite painful on me. There we go, that's a little bit better. I have my webcam sitting on top of a tall mug thingy. Yeah, unless something happens, I should be on Twitch later today. I know I missed it last night, and I'm kind of mad at myself. But when I had dinner, my tummy started hurting like really bad. Like I felt pukey, so I said, "Oh, I'll just sip some water, lay down for a little bit, and it'll go away." Well, while I lay down, I fell asleep, and what I thought would just be a quick little cat nap, I opened my eyes and 5 hours passed. No one woke me up. Everything was handled, but I missed stream. I was like, well, dang it. But barring anything weird happening later today, I should be good to go for Twitch. Ew, roaches, ew. Ugh. I remember when my parents' house got roaches because one of the foster kids they took in, when they got her stuff, the previous living situation she was in was very just disgusting. And roaches hitched a ride in her belongings and got into my parents' house. I do not miss the days of turning on the kitchen light at night and watching like a couple dozen roaches scatter. It was just yuck. Hey Jack, I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Yay, dude, you have a job. Congrats on the job. I always congratulate people on jobs. Jobs are good to have. Jobs are very good to have. Especially if you enjoy them, they don't like crush your soul. I don't say yay to soul crushing jobs. Here, have some soda ASMR. Give me some Coke. Hey Norman, how you doing? How old am I? Goddamn. Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age? Doing good, doing good. Just chilling, vibing, all that heavy stuff. Well, Lady's doing alright. She's just a little bouncy 5-month-old. To be fair, Nate, very young adults can have 3 kids, depending on when they started reproducing. I do live in the South after all. It is not uncommon for people to start reproducing in high school. Did you know that in Africa, hippos kill more people than crocodiles? Isn't that terrifying? Hey, Arias. Thanks, young madman. Appreciate you. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm aware it was a bit meta. I felt like being meta. Oh, goddamn! Okay. Oh god, I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to cry. Oh my god, I'm trying not to cry. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sorry, that chair I've had my eye on for like fucking forever now. Because it reclines. And you have no idea how badly I need a reclining chair in my office. Because this is like pretty much the only room baby Evie will sleep in for more than like an hour. So I usually wind up sleeping in here. In my current chair, it is very uncomfortable for sleeping, so I usually wake up with a lot of pain in my neck and upper back. But I'm like, you know, it's no one else's job but my own to like fix my problems, you know? But just in case I don't feel like being nice, I'll put the chair up there. And now I am getting a chair. Wow. Ragnar, whoever you are, like, send me an email or something, please. Let me do something for you. Like, I'll write your name on my titties and send you a pic or something. Whatever you like. Thanks, Zach. I like this new model too, like, quite a lot. I feel like it suits me pretty well. But yes, hippos are, like, really freaky animals. I'm a little concerned that the Lion Guard cartoon made hippos seem super nice. Villainized the heck out of the crocodiles, but made the hippos nice, and like, that's not accurate. I've done so many Miss Winters videos to the point where I've had to like reboot the listener's character. I couldn't go any further with it, so I don't know. I'm kind of taking a break from that because I don't know what to do with her. Would I like to meet a gorilla? No, thank you. No, thank you. They kind of scare me. They're very strong. I am more afraid of chimpanzees than gorillas, though, because chimpanzees have a history of ripping people's faces off. No, no thank you. I respect our great ape brethren. I respect them. I will not bother them. They can have their own space. Just like how I respect the crap out of elephants. If I saw a chimpanzee just out and about, I would hide, because I don't want it to attack me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lord Boneman. You mentioned my Lord and Savior, Rob Gavigan. I have one thing to say to you, Lord Boneman. If you are indeed a follower of our Lord and Savior, Rob Gavigan, chicken permission. YouTube subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. I do like red pandas. Fear and Hunger 1 or 2? I have not played that. I don't play very many games, in part because just like time. And I've also have a very limited attention span. Oh, thank you, Chocolate Chocobo. I'm glad y'all been liking the videos. Sorry, I'm going back up the comments. In chat, I did just put out a, more of a tingle-focused audio with, your friend who's a hairdresser, like, massaging your scalp and combing and flat ironing your hair, just getting those nice little sound tingles. Nothing lewd about it. And the Orca meta one I put out the other day really didn't have anything spicy about it either. It was pure Orca meme. When I watched the Little Mermaid remake, I don't know. I was never really a big fan of the original, except Ursula. Because Ursula is like a queen. Like literally, like she's based on a drag queen. She's awesome. I just never was super into the movies. I don't know if I'd ever like want to sit through the remake. I'm sure you can give game recommendations. Keep in mind, I have a tiny attention span. And I don't do jump scares. And I'm really bad at first-person shooters. Like, really bad. I did finally cave and get Rocket League to play on Twitch. Because I know for a fact I will be god-awful at it. But with just how that game is, being god-awful at it will, instead of being, like, annoying for everybody to watch, will just be hilarious. Because there's a fair amount of games where if you're truly awful at it, it'll just annoy everybody watching you, especially if they play the game and know it. They'll be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You're terrible, stop. And then there are games where if you're awful at it, it's just funny. I haven't heard about Smite. Is she later, Norman? I like to play visual novels, in part because they can be pretty silly, and I like to do voices. Ooh, I'm sorry, Chris. Oh, I'm sorry work me torture. That sucks. We're just vibing. It's unfortunate. I feel kind of pigeonholed because I didn't really know what I was doing when I first started this channel. I got kind of like pinpointed for doing more spicy content. So now when I don't do spicy content, unless it's like a really well done monster girl by chance, it doesn't perform very well. Then I get people complaining, and it kind of just sours my motivation, you know? But at the same time, I don't like doing the same shit all the time. It gets repetitive and redundant for me, and I get bored doing it. Like, I probably had some of the most fun doing my April Fool's upload, which was chicken permission, that like nobody listened to. I think it got maybe 1,000 views, but I don't care because I really enjoyed making it. I already have story-based ASMRs. I have my whole Supernatural Forest series. That's a major one. I have the Aiko versus Amy dueling plot that went through. It's pretty much done. I can't think of anything else to do with them anymore. They're kind of done fighting. I had the whole Takara storyline going. The Ruby storyline going. Jade. I had several stories going. And like last year, the year before, I started a new one with the African Savannah characters that I'm going to continue really soon. Guys, I have on deck, you meet the wise elephant. I'm just plotting out how I'm going to like voice her, because I want her to sound different from other characters. Oh, Lord Bowman. You know where I got the name Nuru from? I got the name Nuru from Nuru Massage. And what a Nuru massage is the person getting massaged and the masseuse are both naked and they're covered in like a type of oil. And the massaging person climbs on top of the person getting massaged and just uses their whole oily body massage the other person, just like slides across them. That's a Nuru massage. One time I did one at my old job, and I was a little too forceful with my sliding. I slid a little too hard, a little too fast, and I flung off the person, off the table, and went smack on the hard floor. And kept sliding because I was oily. It was very weird. Catch you later, dude. Yes, we need to do Mortal Kombat. We need to play us some Mortal Kombats. Even though I'm 11, I can't be Goro. Goro is best. Weirdest dream I can remember. Weirdest dream I can remember. Weirdest dream I can remember. It's not so much weird as it is upsetting. I keep having these dreams where I'm like looking for a specific food that I really like, and I come into the vicinity of it, and just as I'm about to get the food and taste it, I wake up. Very upsetting. Well, there is a possibility, Chavez, my favorite food might go extinct. Because, I like sushi a lot. I like fish. And we're kind of depleting the ocean's supply of edible fish. You know what mood am I today? I don't know what mood I'm in today. I'm in kind of a weird mood. Like, I'm all over the place. Like, crazy ADHD mode. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? Goro. Just Goro, just like pure sass. I don't care what anybody says, Goro is sassy. Whoa. Indicating Smite? Are there Egyptian gods? I used to be so obsessed with Egyptology back when I was in like high school and college, to the point where my very first tattoo I ever got is the Eye of Horus. I don't know if that's cultural appropriation or not. If it is, I'm sorry, I was 18. I did not know. I just really like Egypt stuff and I wanted it. I don't know if I have a specific favorite mythology anymore. If you asked me this question like 20 years ago, it would have been Egypt. Now I'm not so sure. There's a lot of cool stuff out in like different beliefs. No way! Oh, Bowman! Motherfucking upset and Thoth are in the game? No way. No fucking way. Oh, I gotta see this. I gotta fucking see this. No one ever thinks about Thoth. No one ever thinks about the God of Wisdom. With his freaking ibis head. He's not as cool looking as some of the others. I have not seen Mummy Alive. I have seen the Disney Hercules movie. Quite a few times. Because I like Hades. It's a shame James Woods is a terrible person. Koichi's been doing alright. She's been living life, tending to her pets, and going on adventures. Favorite anime. My current anime obsession is Spy Family. Because I am dead serious with the right, like, styling and makeup and costumes. Husbando and I could definitely pull off Lloyd and Yor. I actually got an Anya costume for my 9-year-old. She does look pretty cute. She's still not sold on wearing the wig yet, so I can't convince her to put that on, but the dress looks cute on her. Uh-oh, hang on. I have BRB. I hear an Eevee. And I don't know if Husbando's got her or not. I'll be right back. I hath returned. Sorry about that. Had to clean a very messy baby and make a bottle. You know how it goes. Oh, wow, I'm glad you have your Chromebook's doing well for you. Sorry, I tried to check something on my phone. I make sure that my email app was still updating. Yes. It's like 90 degrees out Fahrenheit where I live. It's so hot. It's so hot. I feel hot. But I'm sorry that BRB took like a million years. It could take a while to hose off the baby. I am so upset I wasn't feeling well when I had dinner last night because it was one of my favorite meals. Friggin' Outback Steakhouse. A steak and a new lobster mac and cheese and a sweet potato. Y'all have no idea, I love sweet potatoes, like a lot. Because it reminds me of my grandma's cooking because she always made sweet potatoes and she was very good at it. And I go ahead and enjoy my food because like halfway through eating, my stomach felt like it was getting a knife through it. So I had to like sip water and lay down and nap before food decided to come back, return to sender. And before everybody asks, I am not pregnant. This has been like confirmed by the hospital I was at on Monday. They one of the things they do, it's standard procedure for lady patients, is they run pregnancy tests. Even if you tell them you don't think you're pregnant, they do it anyway. But if I was pregnant, they would have told me. Surprisingly, we have been discussing the possibility of a fourth kid. because Husbando really, really wants a boy. So we have all girls. But we seriously cannot financially afford to support more kids than we already have. Like, the house we're in is not super big. And we're not sure what we're gonna do with baby Evie when she outgrows rooming in with us. If we're gonna stick her in little Fox's room and have them share because they're pretty close in age, or if I have to give up my office. Yeah, it's been crazy with the weather. Like, the wildfires, now tornadoes. It's just like, Earth, calm down. Settle down, planet. With the wildfires up north, my bio dad, who lives in New York City, told me he hadn't seen New York that hazy since the 70s. He's like, oh shit, did I go back in time? Is it 1970 again? No hurricane yet. Yet. So I will say, I will laugh a little bit if a hurricane hit Florida, like, now, and damage the house my mom and pops are having built for them. Because then I can be like, you guys, clearly God doesn't want you to move to Florida. Okay? God doesn't want you to move. It's a sign. Not that I don't want my folks to be happy, it's not that, it's just, like, what are they gonna do in Florida? They don't know anybody there, really. The family my mom had in Florida either passed away or moved. Like, there's just little things they can do on the country clubs, I guess, but, like, they don't know anybody. And they'll be far ass away from family. There's so many, like, grandparents out there jealous that they get to see their grandkids, like, all the time. And now they won't. It's like, you know how many grandparents wish they had the opportunity to see their grandkids all the time? I never got into Mr. Bean as a kid, or even as an adult. I was always weirded out by that. I was like, I don't like it. Hey, Raptor! I know it's been a hot minute, but I am back to regularly streaming. So, like, keep an eye on my Twitter and whatnot. Because, the for sure days, unless something like yesterday happens, or I get, like, really not feeling well and sleep forever, or Wednesdays and Thursdays on Twitch. I've missed streaming. I like being able to interact with people that don't live in my house. It's around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time that I stream on Twitch, which would be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna have to check this Smite game out because it has my homeboy Thoth in it, and that's good. But see, when I was in college, one of my projects was I wanted to make an animated series based on the Egyptian gods. I had everything all planned out. I was gonna hire like the cast. I pretty much only wanted people who could have like really were like authentically either African or Middle Eastern, with the exception of Thoth, who I wanted to be played by Lewis Black. Because at the time, it just seemed fitting that Lewis Black could play the God of Wisdom. And if you don't know who Lewis Black is, I probably dated myself. He's a comedian who is still, I think he's still touring, because I just saw him last year. And he's still pretty topical, which is good, because when he's topical is when he's the funniest. Horus is pretty cool, but I think Horus is overrated because like everybody knows Horus. Jake Nervo has some peacocks? I like peacocks. My favorite Egyptian gods are Osiris, and Set, and Thoth, and Tefnut, and I liked Anubis until like everybody got obsessed with Anubis. But see, what made me fall in love with Egyptian stuff was the 1980s Sesame Street movie Don't Eat the Pictures, where the Sesame Street cast gets stuck overnight at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. And that museum has a huge section full of Egyptian stuff. And freaking Big Bird meets this ghost of an Egyptian kid who's trying to get to the afterlife, but he has to answer a riddle so that Osiris will weigh his heart against a feather, and he can't figure the riddle out, so Big Bird has to help him. My favorite Sesame Street characters will always be Bert and Ernie. Not because they're probably gay, but because, like, they have some of the best jokes ever. I loved Sesame Street so much when I was a little kid that when I'd go to the city to visit my dad, every time I'd see a nice looking pigeon, I'd be like, "Is that Bernice? Is that Bert's pigeon, Dad?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, it's probably Bernice." I'm like, I met a celebrity. I met Bernice the pigeon. You know, now that Carol Spinney passed away, who's the person who's been Big Bird since like the very beginning, what the fuck are they gonna do with Big Bird? I hope there was an apprentice or something. I've lost track of Pokemon. In my opinion, it should just end. It should just be over. Like in terms, they should just make like remakes of the old games, so it's like better graphics and all that, and just stick with that. No more new Pokemon. No more new anything. There's too many Pokemon as it is. I can't remember all of them. I used to, and it was just like a little over 150 of them. That was easy. Well, fairly easy. Now it's like, the fuck are all these things? Would Surge a crossover with Fortnite? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a Fortnite person. Hey, Arceus. It's hanging, it's hanging. Ooh, Rockjack making Spider-Man stuff? Oh, I like Spider-Man. I would love to see a Godzilla and King Kong movie where they became a couple. That'd be hilarious. And they like live in like their own little cave house together. And they have like giant lazy boy chairs that they sit on. And they have to like, then they like bring each other coffee. And like Godzilla really likes the newspaper. I think that'd be a nice little relationship movie. I like it. That should happen. Someone make that happen. I would watch that. I would watch that in a heartbeat. Oh, Godzilla's okay. So Godzilla's the woman in this. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Saint Young Ben's amazing. I kind of want to go to the really big mega church in southern Texas. And like have printouts of that and just kind of like leave it all over the church and like have a hidden camera and just see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's Joel Osteen's church, come to think of it. I think that's Joel Osteen's church. Oh, Mommy Godzilla. I remember there was a Godzilla fighting game for the GameCube like 20 years ago. I used to play with my friends. I always got stuck with the lame monster though, because all my friends always took the cool ones. Remember the Americanized Godzilla movie that came out in like the 90s, I think it was? And Godzilla just looked like a giant iguana. And then they made a cartoon about it. I don't know why I remember this. I don't know why that movie is like a core memory for me. I think that movie is a core memory for me because my dad got like a cup from the movie theater with that Godzilla on it in the shape of his head, and when he finished his drink and brought it home, he started keeping his pens in that cup, and he kept his pens in that cup for forever, up until the point where I stopped visiting my dad regularly. So I don't know if he still has Godzilla cup for his pens. He might, I don't know. It'd be funny if he still did. But for years, he had Godzilla cup for his pens. But when I'm talking about Jack is going from the 90s, where literally Godzilla was just a giant iguana. The only thing I vividly remember from that Godzilla movie, because it took place in New York, was when Godzilla destroyed Madison Square Garden, and this guy was like, "Oh man, tore up the garden." I don't know why. I don't know why that's the one thing I vividly remember. Camera, did you lose me? Did you lose me, camera? There you are. Yeah, my camera keeps losing tracking me. I think it's because I keep shifting my seat, trying to get more comfortable. No, my shirt! My new shirt got messy. Oh no! I don't know what's on it. I don't know what got messy, but it's messy. you don't want to see this shirt. It's all yucky. Very yucky. Got it. Camera, are you okay? Am I not allowed to lean camera? Is that the problem? As I drop things. Ah. Maybe that will work a little better. Ah, there we go. Now I can be comfy. I'll do a roleplay stream in the future. I have to find my old character models to load onto this computer though, because they did not move over from my old computer. Camera? What's your problem, camera? I have to push my phone. Is my phone charging enough? Yeah, my phone's charged. Oh shit. Sorry, got text from my friend. Just going down. But I will check in with him when he's off work. There we go, that's better, much better. Using my phone. Yeah, I think wasn't in the meme though. Dump the memes. Dump them memes. Burn. quite realize how big the booba is on this model. So I see it from an angle. And it's like, god damn. That's a big booba. No, I don't want to be Yoni. Wake up, me. Did not have taken effects here today. I get to the point where I get so comfy under a blanket I don't want to move. Yo man, Black Rifle Coffee, they opened a coffee shop at the Upper Mall in my area, and they had a soft opening yesterday. I happened to see as I was heading out of my doctor's office. I stopped there. I got this drink they make called Jet Fuel that apparently has like 400 milligrams of caffeine or whatever in it. And I thought, oh great, this will just keep me awake the rest of the day. That's no big deal. Good. I drank it. I was so freaking jittery. I don't think I should ever have it again. I was so jittery, I felt sick. And I still passed out anyway. I have learned if I'm ever constipated, Black Rifle Coffee does a great job of clearing you right out. I'll catch you later, Zach. Da. Thank you, Snow Lexicon. Have I had a moment where I'm like, yep, that's my kid? Yes, often. My 9-year-old hates the heat. Claims she feels sick when she goes out in the heat, and I'm like, yes, I can relate. You're definitely my child. Hi. My kids purr? No. So interesting. My oldest kiddo is at my in-laws' house to go to a camp program in their town this week. It's only like 1 week long camp program, and my mother-in-law signed her up for it, so she's there. But I guess she forgot to tell her little bestie when she was going to be coming back from her grandma's house, because her little bestie just showed up at our door just now and came in and was like, where's Beluga? Where's Kiddo? And husband was like, oh, it's still at grandma's house. And this poor kid is so sad. It's good though. It's good that my 9-year-old has such a good best friend. It's good for her. Yeah, I think, given that, I'm starting to get a bit yawny, so I don't know how much more exciting I can be without either loading up on caffeine or taking a nap. And B, the fact that we don't have company over. I think I should probably go be a good host if the kid wants to hang out for a little bit. Maybe fix her up a snack or something, you know? Maybe like make her little plate of fruit and crackers and stuff. But I don't want to leave it all to my husband. Oh, it's already almost 12:30, damn. And that means little Fox is going to be up from her nap pretty soon. And I should probably get started on laundry, come to think of it. It's been a weird day. But I wanted to check in with y'all on YouTube in case I wasn't able to get an audio up today, because I wanted to take advantage of this week without my 9-year-old getting in the way of stuff for me to, like, you know, please my YouTube peeps, because it's been a while since I've been super active on YouTube, you know? Unless something happens like last night, I'll be on Twitch tonight. Around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just keep an eye on my Twitter. It's your best bet. See when I'm live, or follow VTuber on Twitch so you get a notification. Likely we're gonna continue the Sakura Succubus Vision Level series later today. And if I'm not gonna do that, then I'll probably play Rocket League, because I feel like being silly. I just want to be silly. Silly times. Let's catch you all later. Stay awesome, everybody. And hopefully I'll have at least one more upload on the channel before it becomes limbo again, because all my kids will be home. Alright. Catch y'all on Twitch later this evening if y'all are able to make it. And stay awesome.